Hey guys, it's Sunday. Originally I wasn't gonna vlog today, but I've since changed my mind, so it's 6:42 p.m. already. I did the Squirtle Community Day for Pokemon Go. It was a success. I got 750 Squirtle candy, and that was before I even started releasing a lot of them. I got 6 regular shiny Squirtles and 3 sunglasses shinies, so that was cool. I didn't think I'd get any sunglass shinies, but yeah, it was neat. It was great. It wasn't just me, it was me, Jacob, Taylor, Kim, and Christian, so we had a little group of us, and that made it really fun, and we're planning on meeting up for the next community day, so that'll be cool. More fun than doing it alone anyway. So I've been working on getting print files ready because I'm officially making my order with Catprint. I almost second guessed myself and I was like, maybe I should just get the prints done somewhere local. I saw a place nearby just recently and I was like, oh, I wonder if they're any good, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with what people say is good. Catprint has a Canadian website. They have great prices, so I'm just gonna order there. I did need to modify all my print files though, because all my files were previously A3. A3 is not a standard size here in North America. It'd be 11 by 17, whereas A3 is 11.7 by 16.5. So 11 by 17 is more tall and narrow. And some of my prints are all too wide, and they were like that before I even made them the A3 size, because when I made my prints A3 I had to chop stuff off the sides, and now I had to chop even more off the sides, and so it's painful for some works of art. I'm like, no, I don't want to crop anything off. But for some I could modify it. Like Waluigi, for example, his background was added digitally, so I could resize him in my original PSD, and that worked out. Some of them I just had to suck it up and cut off the edges, like with artsy buns. Which, yes, I decided to make a print for this next con. I figured, why not? Not bottle buns though, I don't like it as much. I'm torn about this one. It's so cute, but it's a little square, and I'm debating whether or not I should just print these myself. I think I will do that instead of submitting a file that looks like this. Squidward is one, I just had to accept it and let the sides be cut off, but it works out because his body and the painting and easel don't get cut off, so that works fine. Sailor Moon's a pattern, so again, doesn't really matter. Mr. Bun Bun just had to have extra white on the top and bottom, which looks a little silly, but again, none of the art's cropped off, so that's good. For this one, I had to extend the background, but again, really easy. It's just a gradient. I just selected the edge and dragged it up. This one had to get cut off. This one got cut off a bit, but I moved some of the flowers because these two would have almost been entirely cut off. So I just selected the flowers and nudged them in so that they stay in frame. Isn't that just lovely exposure there? Oh yes. That's what happens when I film a screen. But yeah, I made that one work. I just moved the flowers in. This one probably got the biggest change because I added extra at the top by just using the content aware fill, and same with the bottom, but I did have to tweak it a little bit. Like there's a good chunk of this that was never originally there. It's not perfect, you can kind of see some little weird things, but you know, if I didn't tell you that, you wouldn't really know. I just really didn't want to cut off the edges of the jellyfish, so I just extended the entire thing. Pikachu, I just let it get cropped. This one, I just let it get cropped. This one, cropped. This one, it's a little cropped, and I just slightly squeezed it inwards, just a little bit. You can't even really tell. I just didn't want the creatures too close to the edge, so I kind of cheated that one, but it doesn't look bad, so yeah. This one, heavily cropped. She was already cropped to begin with where I was cutting off her hand, and now it's cut off even more, so it's a little silly with just her thumb there, but oh well. I mean, I guess I could just delete her thumb like it's not even there. But originally this file had this big blue bar, and it's already cropped right here as you're seeing it, but I had to crop it out even more. Ah! It's one of those things where if you didn't see the original, you wouldn't know that it's any different. And then this one is also cropped. So I've been fiddling with all that, and I also erased any signatures that were on any of these because it's really annoying going to sign a print and it's like, oh, there's already this signature that's just printed onto the print. So I removed all those. Now I am just waiting for all this. You can do custom sizes on Catprint, so originally I was like, well, should I just continue to do A3s? But I thought, you know, I need to make this change eventually because like I said, 11 by 17 is more standard than A3. And it's always a fiasco finding the proper size sleeves for my art prints because the sleeves are for 11 by 17s, and so I have to go with a bigger, more expensive sleeve, and there's a lot of overhang, and it's a whole thing. It just makes sense for me to go with the standard, so that's what I'm doing. Originally I was A3 because for some reason the Epson paper I'd get came in A3, which is odd because the smaller size was not A4, it was 8.5 by 11. So it's weird that they went with the A sizing for the larger size but not for the smaller size. It was just very inconsistent. And now that I'm not printing my own prints, I'm going to conform to the standard. Although the sleeves I have left over from clear bags are the bigger size. And I might need to order more of those actually, which I should do now if I want it to come in time. Because I bought a certain amount, how much was it? Like 200 sleeves or something before Anime North. And I was like, okay, I'll use 1 pack for Anime North, 1 pack for Annie Revo. That doesn't mean I'd sell only 100 prints, but a lot of people get more than one, and so you can just put them in the same sleeve, right? But I still ran out of prints. And so if I run out of prints and I print more prints this time, I'm gonna need more sleeves. Wait, no, I still have some. Ooh, let me double check this. Remember when I accidentally ordered a size too small because they were for 11 by 17s or something close to it, and I could have sworn I picked the bigger size, but apparently I didn't. These would be great now. Yeah, because it says 11 and 7/16 by 17.25. So never mind, I do not need to buy more. I'm also gonna add some art to Redbubble. Okay, what's not on here? Oh god, I added my weird like alternate version of this. Why? Anyway, I'm gonna add link. With Catprint, it's looking like I have to print the same quantity of each item, and I don't know if I want that. It's maybe okay for this convention, and then leftovers can be factored into my next order. I don't know, because I can make 2 orders, and in one I order like a higher quantity for the more popular prints and then place a second order for the not as popular prints. We'll see. I might just order the same quantity of all of them this time and then tweak it for next time, if there's a next time. I'm kind of just assuming there is. Like, I applied for Fan Expo Vancouver, haven't heard back yet, but they've been slowly getting to people's applications and slowly approving people. I ordered a double table too. Like, the end caps are 2 tables wide and they're more expensive, and I feel like less people are gonna go for those, so I feel like I have a higher chance of getting accepted, but we'll see. I don't know if my table will be as popular as it was at Anime North, especially since I do other Vancouver cons. It's not like this is people's one chance to meet me, but it is a big convention, and I don't know, it'd be nice to have the space. And it's an end cap, so I can get out to take pictures with people, because not having an end cap is just the scariest thing. I don't know, because I need to get out all the time, like constantly, so that's why I thought that would also be nice. End caps also tend to get more traffic and attention, but it's not really guaranteed. It depends on the layout and how the flow of people is. Like, is there a dealer's room they're heading to? Where's the entrance to that? Where's the entrance into the building itself? And like, all that matters. But anyway, that's what I went for Fan Expo, and we'll see if I get the table. Fan Expo's in October, by the way. I would have loved to do Fan Expo Canada, which is in Toronto, but I have other obligations that weekend, so I can't do that. Maybe next year. Back to the link print stuff. This actually fits products really nicely because it's so tall. It fits the tall stuff nicely, but at the same time, the stuff with the link is really just in the middle. So if top and bottom gets cropped off, it's not that big of a deal. Like for something square, like a pillow, or even this. Usually for really horizontal stuff, if the picture is very vertical, like portrait versus landscape, I guess I should say, I will just upload a rotated version of the image, and so it would just be sideways. And I did not even have to do that. Yeah, that works nicely. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to second guess myself on this. Maybe I should do 2 separate orders. And is 40 too much? I feel like, considering I don't have a guarantee for my next con, I should not do this. I'm gonna write out some quantities, do some calculations. This is like just over $1. per print, which is much cheaper than what I was doing before because my paper was costing me $2 a print, and that was even before taxes or anything, any shipping. And then there is the printer ink on top of that. I do have a refill system, so it's pretty cheap, but still, I was probably looking at maybe like, let's just say around like $2.30 a print, maybe $2.30. So this is much cheaper. I'm just realizing how absurd this quantity is because there's 15 prints here, 40 of each. And this is not something that's easy to just sell leftovers of online because they're so big. I used to use shipping tubes and that was a nightmare. And yeah, I'm gonna reevaluate this and come back to it. Oh my god, I just realized 3 of the prints were not even added to the job. And so it's actually this. What? Ugh. So it's actually $1.36 per print. Again, still way cheaper than what I was doing, and it saves me the hassle of not having to do the prints myself and constantly refill the cartridges, blah blah blah. So it's still worth it. I just need to maybe not do 40 of each. I also have to keep in mind this is not Anime North. It's probably not going to be as busy. Okay, so here's how I'm going to divvy it up. These ones I'm going to do 30 of each, these ones 20 of each, and it's based off how sales were going at Anime North and a little bit on how they did at Annie Revo Winter, but that was a smaller con as well, and not all of these were available there. There are also a couple on here like the Artsy Buns and Link, which were not at Anime North, and so I just put them in the 20 category because I don't know how well they will sell. I don't expect them to be as popular as some of these ones, so yeah. Waluigi's kind of an in-between, but I just put him in the 30 category anyway. So I'm gonna redo this as 2 separate orders. Ooh, okay, the way this works is I don't even need to do 2 completely separate orders. I just add them into my cart in 2 separate batches. Oh, so I really could just add every print individually, technically. I'm just gonna stick with how I did it though. I'm confident in the 30 and 20 thing. So instead of the 800 and whatever it was gonna be, it's $5.49 and then 12 shipping, so $5.61. That's a lot, but it'll be for the best. It's way cheaper than what I was doing before. I mean, the total price is not cheaper, but I'm ordering like more than double of what I would normally print at home. Per print, it's cheaper. I'm just ordering a lot of them. Okay, Catprint order is submitted. Feels good to get that done because I've been, well, not meaning to do it for a while. I mean, it's been on my mind for a while, but I wanted to wait till I was done the link art. And I've been done it for a few days, so I'm like, okay, when are you making that order? Now the button press, that's a whole other story. I don't think I'm gonna get it in time, if I get it at all. So I talked about it in a previous vlog, the whole fiasco of ordering it, and then I had all these account issues, and the seller wanted me to extend the processing time. Finally, I managed to do that. I don't have problems accessing my account anymore. It's all good, but I don't know if I'm even gonna get that button press. Okay, let me get some water because I feel like my mouth is dry and like saliva sounding. Okay, I went to bring up the seller messages and there's actually a new one. So what happened was, originally they needed more processing time because they were upgrading their hardware for these machines. And so I went in and extended their time to ship it by like 12 days or something. Because the way AliExpress works is the seller has up until a certain date to ship the item or the order's canceled. And so I extended that for them, and then on the very last day that they had, it was marked as shipped. And I was like, okay, what are the odds they got this all sorted on the very last day that they had to send it out? I suspected that it wasn't even sent out. But when I checked the tracking, it's like, oh, tracking may not update for up to 7 days or something like that. So I waited like 10 days because I was like, that might mean 7 business days. I waited 10 days, and when I'd still track it, there'd be nothing there. It would say that the item hasn't left the country yet, hasn't left China yet. Or if I went straight to the DHL website, the tracking number would say that that order doesn't even exist. So I was like, I bet you they weren't ready, and so they gave me a fake tracking number while they finish getting everything in order, and then they're just gonna ship it later. So I eventually messaged them. How long ago was this? I messaged them on the 5th of this month. I said, hi, I tried tracking the order, but the tracking number you gave me doesn't work. Can you double check the number is correct? This is the tracking number you gave me. And they said, hi, we are so sorry for it. We'll finish the product update next week and re-deliver you. I hope you can understand. And that was confusing because I was like, what do you mean? They said finish the product update because like they said they're doing upgrades. So they mean they don't have the upgrades, but they said re-deliver you as if they had already sent it. And I was like, well, maybe it's just lost in translation. So I said, do you mean the order has not shipped yet? And then this is the reply they just gave me. The factory is delayed. The products are still upgrading. We have already urged them. They promised to ship to us this week. We will ship to you next week. We are very sorry. Could you wait a little longer? Best wishes. And I just said, it's only okay if you ship it very fast. There are only 9 days left on the order. So if it hasn't arrived in 7 or 8 days, I will have to file a dispute. Because if I wait till the 9 days are elapsed, I can't file a dispute. The item will automatically be marked as delivered. And so I will have to dispute it before then. So that's what I just said. And so we'll see what they say. Because like, honestly, if they're not going to have it ready in time, then this whole order just needs to be canceled. I don't want to lose out on my buyer protection because then I can just try reordering it later, I guess, if I trust the seller enough. But at this rate, it seems like I am for sure not gonna have this button press in time for Annie Revo. So I need to start pressing buttons now. Well, not like tonight. Well, no, it's already 8 o'clock, but I'll probably clean this room so I'll be ready to press buttons. But man, that is what has been going down with all my convention stuff. At this point, I don't believe that this button seller is trying to scam me. I just think that they were not smart about the whole thing and now the order is gonna elapse. I just want the button press in the end. Even if I don't have it for this next convention, I just want it. I'm basically operating under the assumption that I am going to be doing Fan Expo even though I haven't been officially accepted. So I already filmed a clip to end the vlog and there's been an update on the button situation. Because I said like there's only 9 days left on the order before I have to dispute it, and they said, dear friend, we can extend the delivery time for you. I hope you can forgive us, please. So I went and looked at my order. I haven't even responded yet, but they extended the order time by 30 days. So instead of having 9 days left for them to finish the order, there's 39 days, which I guess is good because I won't have to file the dispute, I guess, unless that's what I wanted, but I don't know if that's what I wanted. This basically gives me another 39 days before I have to file a dispute because I do want this thing. It's just unlikely I'm gonna get it in time now. I don't know how fast the shipping is. It's probably not very fast. I mean, it's like fast-ish. They just gave themselves an extra 30 days, so they might pick a slower shipping option. I didn't even agree to extend it, and they just extended it. I guess I'll just keep waiting and just start pressing my buttons by hand for my next convention. You know, as long as I have time to file a dispute, I'm fine. Like that's my backup. Is I need the ability to file the dispute, and that ability is still there. I just have a longer stretch of time now. Okay, more updates because I was starting to second guess if I'd even want it, if it's not going to be here for the next convention. Like I want it, but I'm like, is it worth it? Anyway, so I basically said that if they think they can have it delivered to me by July 25th, then that's fine. Otherwise, I want to cancel. And then they said, okay, my friend, we will ship you next week. Thanks. Because they had said, we're getting the parts in this week and we can ship it out next week. And I'm like, well, what classifies as that? I guess this upcoming week, it's Sunday, so this entire upcoming week, they're expecting to receive the parts and then get it shipped out. I don't think the shipping method's gonna be fast enough. It would have to get here in like, I mean, depends when they send it, but it'd have to get here in like a week or less from when they send it out. I mean, I did pay a butt ton for shipping. So if they need to fork over a little bit of their own money to ship it even faster, then they're gonna have to do that. I don't know if there is a faster method though, because I selected express shipping because for some reason it was cheaper than the standard shipping by a little bit. I was like, okay. But even if they met the criteria of that express shipping, it's not going to get here in time. I forget what the exact time was, but it was something like 11 days or something. Business days too. I guess now. My phone has done this twice now. My phone just updated and it's done that twice where it rings and there's no notification. Alrighty then. Anyway, I guess I just wait and see. Anyway, that's the update. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in my next vlog.
Midna, you're so dainty and majestic and elegant.
Excuse me, do you have the long man candy?